shuffled from foot to foot. "Should we get started?" She felt herself anxiously eye the bag of supplies that Cecilia had reluctantly carried and now sat at their feet. From her jeans pocket, Scarlett pulled out a small knife, the one she'd stolen from her dad's fishing kit. She waved the blade. "Who will do the honors?" Cecilia turned away. Gypsy stared at the moon. This was her duty. She took the knife and crouched down, then pressed the blade firmly into the sandy ground as she moved around the rocks. Scarlett was first to step into the circle. "The ritual has started," she whispered dramatically. Gypsy joined her. Cecilia hugged her arms to her chest, frozen. "Will you hurry up?" Scarlett snapped. "I'm scared. I think we should leave." "Give it a go. It'll be fun," Gypsy urged, reaching a hand. Beside her she could sense Scarlett's anger building. "Something's in the bushes." Cecilia's lips were trembling. "I don't think we're alone." "Why can't you stop making shit up?" Scarlett snarled. Gypsy stepped out of the circle and reached for the bag. "Maybe we should have a drink first?" She pulled out a can of beer. "Oh. It's all Dad had." Scarlett's eyes flickered between her friends, daring either of them to complain. The yeasty liquid hissed as Gypsy flicked the aluminium lid open. She took a small, tentative sip. "Give it here." Scarlett marched over and gulped a mouthful. "You get used to it." "Try some, Cecilia." Gypsy waved her friend closer. From the corner of her eye she saw Scarlett fumbling with a plastic sleeve. White pills. What was she doing? "It'll help us relax." Scarlett winked at Gypsy, dropping the pills into the can and swirling it, before passing it on to Cecilia, oblivious. Holding her breath, Gypsy watched Cecilia drink, chugging at the can awkwardly, as though in a rush to get it over with. "Don't finish it all." She heard the stammer in her voice, high-pitched, nervous. "Yeah, give it back." Scarlett took another swig, leaving Gypsy to finish the dregs. She tossed the empty can to the side. "Want to get the fire going?" "Yeah, but where's the kindling?" Scarlett was rummaging through the bag. Gypsy's mouth turned dry. "I think I left it behind." "You left it?" "I just forgot." Her friend glowered. "Then you'll need to find some, quickly." In a panic, Gypsy delved back through the shrubbery, foraging for any sticks or dry grass that might help to start a fire. But the further she ventured from the clearing, the harder it was to see, and the black shapes around her became distorted, terrifying. Using the pocket knife, she hacked at nearby branches, her actions becoming increasingly frenzied, her mind playing tricks on her. Was Cecilia right? Was that a dark figure hiding in the bushes? Was that another? Was she surrounded? She must have been gone for at least a few minutes when her name was shouted several times. Then came the rustle in the bushes, the heavy breathing, her wild, swinging arm. But what happened next would forever remain a blur. In the coming days, Gypsy would tell police she'd heard a scream, a high-pitched wail that had risen through the night, so piercing the flocks of birds had jolted from their slumber and taken flight. She'd say she had no idea where her friends had got to, that she'd searched desperately for hours, only giving up when she'd become disoriented and lost. Of course, she wouldn't tell them about the devils that were carved on the trees, the magic white pills, or the rituals the girls had been carrying out. And she certainly wouldn't mention how she'd fled along the dirt track, hiding in the backyard of her friend's family home until first light, at which time she'd shakily turned on the garden tap, able to see just enough to make sure all the blood was washed from her hands. Chapter 1. The wind came in sharp, sudden flurries, painfully whipping sand in her face and forcing her to pause.